good day, and welcome back to the channel. So today's reading is for Cancers. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you can know when we are uploading to this channel. Also, if you're interested in personal readings or becoming a Patreon, the link is in the description below. So, what do we have for Cancers? What do we have for Cancers? All right, so let's see. So what Source is wanting you to do, they're saying for you to see past this current situation. So it looks like a situation has took place, and this situation has really, rocked the surface a little bit for you. And so whatever the situation is, they wanted you to look beyond it. They wanted you to really focus on the lesson in this situation and not give it so much energy in a negative aspect. But this situation, it wasn't meant to break you. This was a learning experience. This is yet another test. This is yet another test. And maybe you've gone through this test again. And if it's a repeated test, that means that there's a lesson to be learned in this. And be open to this healing information. All right. So you have to be open to the healing information. There's a lot of information that's coming into you. And, Source is saying that you got to be receptive to it, whatever the information may be, because along with these lessons, there's healing in these lessons. All right. And it may seem like, oh, man, like, I don't know how I'm ever going to overcome this. But there's a lesson involved in that situation. And because there's a lesson involved in that situation, there's also healing involved in that situation as well. There's something that is needed to be healed. And so this time around, Source is like, they don't want you to overlook that. Okay. Oh, okay. So right here, shaman. Okay. So trust in the unknown. Trust in these higher forces. So they're saying, like, you got to have more faith. All right. You got to have more faith in your team. You got to have more faith in your guides. All right. And just trust in voices that, you can't explain right now or you can't see right now. It's time for you to really devote your trust to them. Stop saying that, I'm just going to have faith that such and such going to provide. And then, like, you try to move the mountain yourself. Like, that's not how it works. All right. So you got to really have faith in these forces, really have faith in these entities. And whatever this process is, whatever this journey, wherever this journey leads you, they're saying that you need to be devoted and committed to it. All right. They're saying that you need to be devoted and committed to this journey. It's no more, starting and not finishing. It's no more beginning this healing journey and turning around at the first sign of distraction. There's no more of that. All right. So if that's what you are familiar with, or if that's what you're used to, they're like, nah, not this time. You need to be devoted and committed to this process. We're going to keep giving you this lesson until you learn this lesson. Once you learn this lesson, you'll be able to heal. You won't be going through this crap no more. You got to trust in these forces. If you trust in them and stay devoted and committed to the process, then you're going to see things happening the way they should. But until then, like, it's not going to happen. So just being devoted and committed to that process. So now, all right, once you stay devoted and committed to this process, which many of you have trust, many of you have, pushed past these situations, learned the necessary lessons that were needed to be learned, and now you are basking in this light. You're basking in this joy. You're having the time of your life. All right, you're having the time of your life. And if you're not having the time of your life yet, you're about to have the time of your life. You're going to be, happy, joyous, abundant, just ever flowing, and having this relationship with spirit that you didn't even think that you was going to be able to have. All right. Source is also saying that you got to embrace the energy of peace. Be around people that are peaceful. Be around people that are positive. Be around people that shed happiness and joy. You don't want to be around the person that's going to bring you down. You don't want to be around the person that's going to always have something negative to say. You don't want to be around the people that's always gossiping. Like, you just need to be around people that are positive and people that have, good energy, good, clean energy. Okay. Spirit also saying that, this confusion card is like some of you are feeling a bit confused, like you're not sure which direction to go here. Number 8, you're not sure which direction to go. Something has taken place and you don't know where to turn here. All right, so it's also saying that you having these feels of failure. All right, and so now you're having these feels of failure, so you're not sure where this is going to lead you as well. And so what's happening is like you're having this confusion and you're having these feels of failure because there's something that is needing to be faced here. All right, you're confused because it's like there's something that's missing here. All right, and this failure is like you have to address these failures. You have to confront these failures. This is 8 and 7. You have to, whatever it is that you fail in, you have to accept your failures, okay? You have to accept what you failed in and figure out how to not fail again, okay? Figure out how not to, and I know you're like, oh man, this is not what I was expecting, but like this is what's coming up here. And so it's just accepting that. And once you accept that and you learn and you embrace that, you're going to be able to transmute that energy and you're going to be able to turn into this phoenix, leaving out your desires. Okay, but this is a test of healing here. This is a test of healing, and once this healing is complete, and once you pass this test, you are going to turn into this phoenix, and you're gonna rise, and you're gonna live out your true heart's desires, and it's just gonna happen. You know, it's gonna happen fast, and it's gonna happen quickly. All right, so the faster you get the lessons, the faster it's going to happen for you. And so here we go. You're really having to set your intentions here. This is number 6. So look at this synchronicity, right? It's 8, 7, 6 are your numbers, right? And so you're having to set your intentions here. Focus on all it is that you want, not all of the things that is wrong with you, or all of the things that you failed in, or all of the things that you're confused on. Focus on what it is that you are wanting. So what is it that you want, Cancer? What is it that you're desiring? What are you placing your energy towards? All right, those are the questions that you should be asking yourself. So just really focus on things that you want, and you'll begin to see how just putting positive energy towards the things that you want will play out for you, versus putting all the negative energy on the things that, you know, the trauma that you experienced, the relationship that didn't go well, the you know, the house that foreclosed. Like, just don't focus on that stuff. All right, if you do focus on that stuff, the only thing Spirit wants you to focus on that stuff for is to gain that lesson. All right, everything else you need to focus your intentions on the positive. All right, focus on what is needed so that you don't have to go through certain things again. Okay, that way that phoenix can show up and show out. All right, so bring it into form. You know what it is that you want. Now it's time for you to bring it into fruition. It's time to stop talking about it, and it's time to start being about it. It's time to put that stuff into action. So Source is like, you need to bring this stuff into form. Like, you have every tool at your disposal to bring this thing into form, and now it is time for you to make this thing happen. Source is also saying, oh, that's number 41, y'all. Source is also saying number 34, in the world, not of the world. Listen, you ain't of this world no more. Like, you're different now. You're not the same person that you used to be. You're not the same, you know, whatever that person was in the past. You're not that person anymore. All right, you're different now. Yes, you are living in this 3D, but you are not a part of this 3D. You're a part of something greater. All right, you're a part of something bigger. So you're in this world, but you are not of this world. And the faster you realize that, the faster things are going to begin to manifest for you. The faster things are going to come into fruition for you. But you have to believe in that stuff first. All right, you have to believe it first. Once you start believing it and you be devoted and committed to your beliefs, you can bring this thing into form. Okay. And it's time to let go of these allegiance. Number 10. All these people that don't serve you, all these friends, families, cousins, Auntie Pookie, cousin Derek, and all them, they gotta go. It's time to cut them off. They draining you dry. They taking up all your energy. They taking so much from you, you ain't got nothing for yourself. All right. So Source is like, look, I need you to come on with it and release these people out your life. All right. Release these energies out of your life. Even releasing the allegiance of them strongholds that got you, them breakups, that finances, all that stuff that got you bind it up. Gotta release it. All right. It's time to reform your way of thinking, and you're gonna see like a lot of things are going to shift once you change the way you think about it. But you gotta release those allegiances. You gotta release those strongholds, those blocks. All right. So it's what else you got for Cancer here? Oh, okay. Cancer. So your sacred space. The sacred space, okay? Gotta start, really focusing on spirit here. All right. Creating a space just for you and them. All right. Creating time just for you and them. All right. So it's just like, look, how we gonna help you going on? You know what you got going on. You ain't telling us nothing. You ain't doing nothing. How we gonna help you? All right. So that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to create a space, create some time for spirit, so you can go holler at them and let them know what your problems are. Let them know what your issues are. Because they can't help if you're not going to them. All right. They're also saying that you're protected. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. Like, if you worry about your family and all that, everybody's protected. Like, you and your loved ones are safe. So if you're fearing something, like, y'all good. Like, y'all protected. Okay. So don't worry about that. And home. Yes, home is, for some of you, home is upside down a little bit. And others of you, home is coming together. All right, it's kind of slanted when it fell down. So when it was placed down, so it's like home is good. All right, so for some of you, home is good. For others of you, home is like a little bit rocky, but it's gonna come together. All right, it's gonna be some healthy changes coming inside of your home soon. All right, others of you are already experiencing those healthy changes. Okay, so I would like to know what Cancer needs to heal. What are some blocks that Cancer is having? What are they needing to heal here? Let's see. Okay, Cancer. Ooh, so that victim consciousness, number 12. Okay. Time to release that victim consciousness. It's time to stop with the, that victim mentality, that woe is me mentality. So some of us are still holding on to that. That's not who we are anymore. So the faster we get rid of that, and start owning up to our part in the situation, and start owning up to, start looking at these things that we went through as just, an experience that we had. All right. Because that's all it is an experience that we had. And so once you've gone through that experience, using that experience to conquer rather than to remain in this sad place to get sympathy from people and all that. So that victim consciousness has got to go. All right. It's also procrastination. You wait too long to do something. Come on now. Number 8. It's time to stop procrastinating. All right. Why is it that you always procrastinating? That's what they want to know. So it's time for you to work on that. And that's also going to assist you with, fulfilling all your desires once you remove that procrastination block. And lastly, goodness gracious, it's a hole in your soul, 36. Some of us is having this hole in our soul, this void that needs to be filled. All right. It may be maternal, it may be you as the mom and your kids, but there is a hole in your soul that is something that you just have not let go of, and it's deep too. It's a deep affliction. All right. And so it's like every time you get close to thinking that you done healed this thing, something triggers you to show that it's not gone. All right. And because that thing's trigger you, that means you need to even go deeper in that healing with that. And healing, I want you to understand something about healing. Healing is ongoing. It's a continuation. It's never, you're not going to just wake up one day and be like, oh, I'm completely healed. No, it's not going to work like that. But you're going to start feeling better, gradually feeling better about where you are and what in the space that you're in when it comes to your healing. All right. But it's not going to be one of those, you do a few shaloms and do a few mantras and sit on the floor in lotus position and think that everything is just going to be fine tomorrow. That's not how this works. There's application of the things that you are learning through in this divination and through in your life. There's application of those things. And as you apply those things to your life, then you'll begin to see, small gradual changes as time moves forward. Okay. But those are some deep, what has been revealed in your healing here is something that, really needs to be addressed head on. No more running from it, even though it hurts. All right. Source, what else do you have for Cancer? Let's see. Okay, so yeah, Cancer. So when it's all said and done, you're coming into this new level of awareness. Things are different. Things are shifting for you. This is a completely new beginning. You are feeling things and seeing things that you haven't felt and saw before. And it's time. It's time for you to really step out there and bring this thing into fruition. It's no more time to wait. Okay, so if you want the extended version of this reading, go ahead and follow me on Patreon, and I'll holler at y'all.